What is up, everybody? Bandit and Chad here. So we did make it successfully back from Harlan, Kentucky and had a pretty good weekend. The only damage to report on my truck is a few scuffed wheels, but for some of the obstacles that we were going on, that's really not too bad. I did film a lot while we were down there, so there will be a video coming, but it's going to take me a little while to put it all together because we did film a good bit, and we have a lot of content to sift through and see what's actually worth showing you all and what's just really useless flinging around the camera.
Yeah.
But we did try out some blue trails and some green trails, and we actually ended up on a couple red trails. Some of the trails were sort of, I don't know if you want to call it mislabeled or what, but they were really, really easy for being reds. However, one of the trails that we ended up on was pretty difficult for a red and a little bit more than I would recommend putting your stock vehicle on. Obviously, the Taco did really, really well, and I was honestly really impressed. The tires were, I guess, really the main drawback, but they did end up performing pretty well, and everything worked out. Like I said, the only damage to report was a few scuffs on the wheels, and that's less than some of the other rigs can report, even the more built ones.
Absolutely.
So we did just install some seat covers here in Chad's truck. They are very similar to the ones I have, except in the gravel gray color of the Carhartt seat cover. So look for a video of that coming here shortly, probably about the end of the week. And we have a full installation video of installing those seat covers. So in other news, SEMA was last week, and it is finishing up about as we speak. And some news that came out of there. Obviously, at SEMA, there's all kinds of wild and crazy custom vehicles, and kind of pushing the builders in the vehicle community to see how far they can customize vehicles and see everything that can happen. So just to name a few, we have the Macho Power Wagon, which, despite its dumb name, is actually a really neat vehicle. It does have kind of some sail panels going between the cab of the vehicle and the bed, similar to kind of what the Chevy Avalanche has, you know, the tilted body panels. And it actually has a bed rack that slides out of those to the back of the bed. So then between that bed rack and the rack on top of the cab of the vehicle, you know, you could put boats up there, you could put skis, snowboards, kind of whatever. So I thought that was a really neat idea, to where you can have just a bed rack that slides back out of those sail panels. In other news, Mopar debuted a Durango shaker, which is very similar to the Charger and Challenger shakers. You know, it has a big 6.4 liter motor with the shaker hood, with the intake there in the center of the hood. So not necessarily a truck, but a really neat concept just the same. Also, Ram debuted the ProMaster Pit Stop, which is definitely stretching it, but actually a pretty neat idea. So basically what would happen is the Ram ProMaster is kind of their work van, similar to a Ford Transit, and what that would do is have one of the side panels of the van flip up kind of as an awning, and it'd be a rolling kind of mobile bar, if you will. So you could, you know, take a little pit stop in there, grab yourself a drink, and grab your buddies a drink, and then get back on the road. So finishing up with the Mopar news there, Cummins actually unveiled a new motor at SEMA. It's the R2.8, which is a 2.8 liter inline-4 turbo diesel. And they built that with swaps and conversions in mind. So those people that, you know, will get a truck or a Jeep or something like that, kind of want to make the ultimate off-road vehicle, they built this engine kind of for them, knowing that with the, you know, standard manufacturers don't really allow a whole lot of diesels in the States. So this would be the kind of the perfect combination, and honestly, I would love to see one in my Taco. So this motor is 50 state compliant as far as emissions and everything like that is concerned, which is really the main reason why we don't have a lot of diesels here. You know, Toyota does have diesels in the other markets. They're just not compliant with the EPA regulations that we have. So that means with this motor out, I'm not saying we're going to get one in a Tacoma anytime soon, but that would certainly be a really neat idea. Also, Chevrolet unveiled the 2500 Alaskan Edition. And despite the grizzly bear kind of sticker on the side, similar to a Raptor style decal there on the back quarter panel, it is a pretty neat truck. So it was equipped with the snowplow and all of the fittings that make it, you know, snowplow compliant, you know, with the heavier springs and everything like that. And it's just really a beefed up 2500, and supposedly they'll actually be building this truck, or at least a very similar version of it, very soon. Also, the guys at Toyota and TRD did build a Baja racer out of the new TRD Pro Tacomas. So it is based very similarly off of the stock TRD Pro, which is already kind of the Desert Runner Baja style Tacoma that is available for the general public. However, they did bump it up considerably. They have dual reservoirs. It looked to me like on every corner of the truck, and you know, full Baja mode. We've got general grabber tires, and honestly, it's probably not even street legal, but it is very, very impressive.
It is.
And really, that's the first Tacoma that I've seen that is fully built. You know, I've seen Tacomas rolling around on lift kits and everything else, but to see one that is fully built and pushing what that platform can do is very, very interesting. Also, in other news outside of SEMA this week, Ford has released the option for you to go ahead and order the new Raptor. So the 2017 Raptor is coming out here shortly, you know, with that new twin turbo EcoBoost pushing considerable amount more horsepower than the last one, and with all new aluminum body that the new F-150s are sharing, it should be quite a truck. So if you are interested in that truck, rush to your local Ford dealer and get in line, because I'm sure that is going to be quite a line for those new Raptors.
I think so too.
So that does wrap up everything we have for this Taco Tuesday. Again, we do have a lot more content coming soon between the seat cover installation and me wheeling down in Harlan, Kentucky. So again, it will take a little bit to comb through all those videos, but we should have another video coming out by the end of the week. So thank you all for tuning in again on this Tuesday. Have a fantastic week, and we'll catch you next time.
See you guys.